Hey guys, welcome to the Knowing Angels channel. I am your host, Lisa Gober, a 30-year psychic medium. I've been working with angels my whole life, and I'm a spiritual counselor. I am so grateful and excited to have new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content here. And if you do, and this goes for old subscribers too, please like at least the video, comment on anything if you want, I'll respond. And if you really like it, share. The more the merrier. My mission here is to get out as much information as possible about angels, supernatural, all of that realm, spirituality, because there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of misinformation, and we want to get rid of that. You know, the more you know, right? Dispels the fear. In fact, I was went on a little vacation in Miami and was sitting at a bar and talking to the bartender, and I told her I was a psychic medium and I work with angels, and she kind of stepped back and goes, "Ooh, scary." It's like, it's not. It's the most wonderful, loving, beautiful experience. So moving on to today's very exciting topic. I'm going to adjust these. So sorry. I hope the sound's okay. I'm outside. I figured being in nature, it's going to be just nice, you know. It's such a nice day, and I got my Paul McCartney shirt on, so we're ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I know what I said. I know it's cheesy. We'll just move on. We're gonna do a meditation. It's gonna be quick, but it's gonna be good. And the reason I'm making it quick is I want it to be quick and easy, as something you can come back to and listen to, and maybe even remember to just practice on your own, because the only way you're really going to be able to do this well is practice. It takes tons of practice. It really does. It took me a long time to really become good at what I do. And that's when I was a teenager. So you're like, what are we talking about? We're talking about connecting with our guides and our angels, primarily our spirit guides and our angels on this particular meditation. But you can use the same meditation to talk to all sorts of guides. Let's just leave it that way. Entities, guides. And yeah, we're going to keep it quick. If you want to dive deeper, I'll put the link to my Knowing Angels Academy below, and also a link to find other ways to work with me and find my other online programs. Let's get started. Find a comfortable spot, laying down, sitting down. And we're just going to start taking those deep breaths. You can put your hand on your belly. Feel your diaphragm move down. Because we want to calm. Always when you go into any kind of meditation, even if it's just breathing for 2 minutes, this is how we do it. And even doing a 2-minute breathing meditation, awesome, is so good for you. So I want you to close your eyes and keep breathing. And as you're breathing, as you're relaxing, and I'm sorry if you hear a little hammering in the background, that's my neighbors are doing something. Apologize. But that's life, right? Keep breathing. We're going to tune that out. And we're going to, in your mind's eye, I want you to picture yourself walking down a path. And you're walking a pathway through a field, okay? And you have blue sky, fresh air. To the left of you, you'll see some wild grass, wild flowers, but then you'll notice there's an edge of a cliff. To the right, you'll notice a much bigger field, and then you'll see trees, a forest in the distance. If you look ahead, you'll see the path goes on for a bit, but then there goes into an opening. So let's keep walking down this pathway, enjoying this beautiful weather, smelling the wildflowers even. As we walk down, you might notice there's a tree to your left, kind of on the edge of the cliff. And as we get further, you're going to get to this opening, and it's going to be an opening in the field of a circle. Okay? And in the circle, there's lots of places to sit, benches, maybe pillows, whatever you notice. Lots of places to sit. It's in a circle. And I want you to choose a nice spot, sit down, get cozy, look around. Let's just sit here for a minute in our spot and breathe. Now I want you to take a look back down that pathway you just came from. You're going to notice some entities walking towards us. Could be male, could be female, could be both. I think there's at least 3 or 4. They might be dressed in white robes. They might be dressed like us, t-shirt, jeans. It's whatever you see. As they come closer, they're going to sit with you. And we're going to sit with the ones primarily in the white robes right now. You're going to reach over, hold hands with these are your spirit guides. These are your angels. The ones in the robes are angels. Any ones that are dressed like humans would dress, like we would dress, those are your spirit guides or guide. Hold hands. Choose one, hold hands. Usually the one that sits closest to you is really good at communicating. And I want you just to relax. I don't want you to struggle to hear anything. Don't try to hear anything. Just let it happen. Don't force anything. Just sit and breathe, relax, hold hands, smile, and say hello. And you can ask their name. And whatever comes to you right away, that is them talking. You can ask them whatever you want. But whatever comes into your head first is them. That is the answer. And I encourage you to write it down. Maybe open your eyes for a second and grab a notebook and write down what they say. Because your brain is immediately going to say, I just made that up. So let's say your angel says their name is Tammy. You're immediately going to say, no, I made that up. I read it somewhere. I saw it somewhere. The waitress last night's name was Tam. You know, you're going to immediately dispute it. That's what the ego does. And this is where the repeating this exercise comes in to get over that, to get rid of the ego. So it takes practice. So I want you to sit for a little bit and have this conversation and keep breathing. And you can talk to whoever's there, whoever you want. You want to talking to an angel, you want to talk to your spirit guide and they're there, please do. Don't mind me. I'm very thirsty today, so I'm Now you can pause this video and talk for as long as you want with your guides. So pause it now if you want to keep doing this, because I'm gonna move on. The reason I'm kind of outside when it's a little noisy, drinking throughout this video, is I want you guys to get in the habit of doing communications like this while stuff is happening. Because the most important part of it is trusting that first thing that comes across, that first words, and before the ego pops in. That is the most important part, because the angels will always answer right away, and they say things with love, always with love, always with love. So if something perhaps in your head, you're like, no, you're stupid, that's ego, that's not them. They would never say that. They would say, I love you, you're perfect. You're perfectly perfect. You're beautiful. So we need to get used to communicating in the real world. And you're going to get used to, the more you practice this, you're going to get used to just doing it like I'm doing it now. I was having a conversation while watching you, while drinking, while with my angels, while doing this video, while reading a text from my mom. Because, I mean, yeah, I've had the practice, but you can do it too. I used to do this meditation in particular every night. I'd do it whenever I had a minute. I would do it. And yeah, it works. It works, but you got to trust it. So if you need more help, links are below. The Knowing Angels Academy is all about all of this with it's tons of meditations, more in depth, and lots of info, tons of info. We go into so much, so it's really cool, and it also includes the psychic school. So using your abilities, learning to use them and not be afraid of them. We have them for a reason. They're to help us, so don't be afraid of your abilities. I want to tell you, you're beautiful, you're perfectly imperfect. Love yourself, trust yourself, and I will see you on the next one.